Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. Today we have a big Conference USA showdown in store. As we'll see, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks taking on the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Walker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Battiato. That's caught. It's Walker. Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down. Physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it again. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Gonna run it. It's Cook. Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 30. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Jacksonville State, 7. Middle Tennessee, 0.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll line up for a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To throw, it's Spatiato. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. It's Walker. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes a handoff. It's Cook. Got enough for the first down. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Back to pass. It's Wimsatt. That's caught. It's Baldwin. Still running up the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quick handoff. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unleashes one. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Takes his shot. Hits the open man. Bulldozes his way through. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. Good, solid tackle.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. The DBs will back off a bit. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Lacey. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense putting points on the board.
Hey, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Walker. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Give to the running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Under fire. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Walker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He breaks a tackle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The give to the single back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, MDSU. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They're going to run it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been hungry.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Got a man. It's Cook. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Quarterback making checks. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're going to run it to the right. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Back to throw, it's Battiato. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Cook.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Second down coming up. Got it behind the line. It's Rex Steiner. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Rex Steiner. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to pass. It's Wimsatt. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Walker. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Handoff from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Petway. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Got a man, it's Rechsteiner. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
Middle Tennessee, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown.
14.
Coming out with it, it's Petway. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position.
Ndl State always will take over. 1st and 10.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
The old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the run. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides the back on the option to give. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Third and short now from their own 48. Back to throw. It's Wimsatt. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baldwin. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Grabbed in the middle, it's Walker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Walker. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive, not reckless, but aggressive, and make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
To the air, it's Battiato. Catch in the middle, it's Tipton. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Catch in the middle, it's Lacey.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. They go to the draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
42 Spider.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And the comeback is on. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they're scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Petway. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Paul. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
To the air, it's Wimsatt. Grabbed over the middle, it's Petway. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Cook. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now they'll run the draw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. Turning it on. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. In tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.